one of the most earth-shattering life changes. I'd been in management for about 2 decades when I had children. And when I had kids, I found that I was better at my job. I was a better problem solver, I was a better multitasker, I was more creative, I had more perception, perspective, and empathy. In fact, I was so invigorated by being a working mom, I thought, I'm gonna write a book about it.
She's a good storyteller as well, with her little bits and pieces and how she relates, that whole relating motherhood to her role as a business leader.
Oh my gosh, guess what? I love giving advice. When you use family as a framework to talk about business, what you get is you get a framework that encourages kindness and inclusion and has women as leaders.
I absolutely love Sherry. I usually think of business as a competitive, war-like thing, and she made me understand it in a completely different way, from a compassionate way.
During times of change, if you are the boss, you have heard about change before other people. Don't forget that. If they pause, do not interpret that as resistance. A pause does not equal resistance. A pause is just a pause. It's processing time.
A couple of the phrases that she said really stuck with me, like a pause is not resistance. That's a really good one. And then the idea that you have a phrase that you memorize so that when you're confronted with change, that you can ask for that time to pause and consider and process the information.
What do you do when somebody announces change to you? This is one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard. Have a go-to phrase that you use. Have it automatically come out of your mouth so you don't even have to think about it. Because often your first response is not your best response, nor your final response. He would pick out maybe like 5 people and he would call them in and he'd say, okay, here's what I'm thinking about doing. What do you think? And he'd get their opinions and he'd call them back a few weeks later or whatever and he'd say, okay, based on what you told me, here's where we've gone with this process and here's what we're thinking. Now what do you think? And he'd get their input. And the third time he would call them into the office, he would say, okay, we're making this change and I need you to help me. And he would look them in the eye and he would ask for their assistance. And I've always so impressed how people will rise to the occasion if you simply ask them to. When you're going through change, the scariest part about it is how powerless you feel. Have you ever worked with somebody who got kicked out of their office and put into a queue? Nothing makes somebody crazy like losing their office or their office space. Now, how do you turn that around for yourself when change happens to you? The advice is make it personal. When it comes to yourself and change, take nothing personally.